Chris Robinson comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game, shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Binghamton Rumble Ponies and the Erie Seawolves. We'll be back to get this one started after this. And next, the cleanup hitter, Chris Robinson. Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately, averaging more than 2 RBI per game in the last. Well struck, out to left. A dive, and he can't haul it in. And they'll score first, it's 1-0. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play. So the hitting streak rolls on with another knock, and he's just unconscious at the plate lately. It always seems like he comes up to the dish with a plan of attack, and it's clearly been working. We'll see how he counters the inevitable adjustments from opposing pitchers. The 0-1. In the air, right field. Base hit, and a run comes in. Now the throw comes in, runner holds at third. One out and runners on the corners. And now, Omar de los Santos. Swing lifted to left field. Going back pretty deep. Got it. Here comes the runner from third. In there safely. And now they're up by 3. This is baseball 101 right here. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Get the ball in the air to the outfield and get the sac fly. We're back here at the ballpark. Top half, third inning. Now it's the right fielder, Chris Robinson. This one is labeled. That one hops against the fence. In with a double makes it 2 on the night. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Now the third baseman, Jacob Reimer. And now the 1-2. Runner takes off for third. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. There's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Omar de los Santos.
Runner at second, 1 away. And stepping in, the speedy Omar de los Santos. McGonigal. The throw to first. And there's 2 away. Next up for the Rumble Ponies, Onyx Vega.
Onyx Vega.
And the 2-2. On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. Moving on now to the home half of the third inning. The Rumble Ponies out in front, 5-1. One out and the base is empty.
The right fielder, Chris Robinson.
This one's hammered to left center, well struck. Could be 2, maybe more. Around first, hustling for 2. Chance at a 3-bagger. The relay, and the throw's offline, safe at third. What a game. 3 hits, all of the extra base variety. That one might as well have been placed on a tee, right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. Runner at third with 1 gone in the inning. Coming up to the dish for Binghamton, Jacob Reimer. Goes down on strikes, and he knew he should have offered it that one. And now the center fielder, Omar de los Santos.
Omar de los Santos.
better. Need you right here.
This one in the air to right. And that's the third out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, one left on base. Home half of the fifth coming up. Binghamton with the lead, 5-1. Coming up to the dish for Erie, Daniel Cabrera. That one out to right.
Relay.
And that falls for a base hit. The throw in, the tag, out. Trying for third like that is
Now
always a
batting,
risk,
the
and it was
first baseman,
definitely a close
Chris
play. But credit to the defense for getting the job done for the out. The batter now Chris
batting, the right
Robinson.
fielder,
3 for
Chris
3 with 2 doubles and a
Robinson.
triple. This one smoked out to left. And there's one down. And he may be feeling down as he heads back to the dugout, but that's a swing to be proud of. That ball was torched, even if he has
Now
nothing to
batting,
show for it.
right fielder,
More swings
Chris
like that, and he'll be on track for a
Robinson.
promotion. Gunther goes 5'11", 195 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2017. Bashes this one to deep left center.
Oh, get up. Get out of here. Get out.
It's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming to the plate. Scores on that one. He's in there. Comes through with the RBI. Great rip on that one to the pole side. Didn't get too far ahead of it. Just kept a nice bat path through it for a line drive base knock into the outfield. Here's the third
Now
baseman,
batting,
Jacob Reimer.
Third baseman, Jacob Reimer.
Hard hit left side. Sends it to first. It's there for the out. Runner scores from third.
Now batting,
2 outs and a runner
now
at first.
batting, the
Digging in
second
for the
baseman,
Seawolves. How you lead.
May.
Line drive, base hit. Lead runner hits second and heads for third. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Always nice to
The
get a
left
knock
fielder,
after going
number
this deep
9,
into a game without a hit.
Austin.
Great job to step through that and
Third.
line it the other way for a knock. That's the kind of thing hitters work on consistently, and he's turning that work into in-game success. Now a pivotal. Brings it in for the third out. Robinson was just terrific for them in the win. 4 hits and a pair of runs batted in. Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how he performed in this one. If he puts together games like this frequently, he won't be at this level for long. Chris Robinson comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game, shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, and the stepping to the plate
Batting
for
fourth,
Binghamton,
the
Chris
designated hitter,
Robinson.
Chris
This is a
Robinson.
prime opportunity right here.
Hey,
Robinson
easy now, your
racked
turn,
up
kid.
4 hits in his last game. That one is absolutely pummeled.
Get up, get up, get up, get out.
Out of here! Grand slam! Home run number 15 on the year. It's 4-0. He came up looking for something to drive, found it right away, and put a great swing on it. What you might call ambush tactics. What a job he did to swing the momentum in this ball game. He recognized the opportunity with the bases loaded and didn't get too greedy. He just waited for a pitch
Now
he could
batting, the
handle
designated
and
hitter,
punished
Chris
it to put his team in the lead.
Robinson.
Dives but can't make the catch. Gets on base and keeps it going. And he's clearly
Now batting,
locked in
right
after yet
fielder,
another
Jared
hit. Really
Young.
seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box.
Runner,
Here's the
runner.
pitch. Runner is on the go. This one's hot. Safe, a stolen base. They're up big in the early going, and I know this is a minor breach of baseball etiquette to go for the steal, but you can never assume a lead will hold up, no matter how big. I'm fine with that stolen base. Hot shot to third. Play made, that ends the inning. So one hit is all they get. We move on to the bottom of the third. Binghamton ahead in this game, 4-0. Base is empty with
Now
2 out.
batting,
And the next
designated
batter,
hitter,
Chris
Chris
Robinson. Already a homer
Robinson.
for him in this one. That one hammered but pulled foul. Crushed that first pitch fastball, but too early. Good moment to remind yourself to keep the weight back. The 0-1. Hammers this one in the air, deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. A solo shot. Second home run of the game. And they tack onto their lead. It's 7-0. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that.
Chris Robinson.
Have you got problems with polecats? Are you fussing with ferrets? Do stoats have you stumped? Then you ought to call Ralph's Weasel Emporium, the experts for all your vermin needs. Might be 2. That's going to get into the corner. Around first, hustling for 2. That's a double, makes it a 4-hit game. Such an
Now
impressive
batting, the right
performance out of
fielder,
him in this
Jared
one. His third hit for
Young.
extra bases. You could hear the difference on that swing with a seriously impressive 115 miles per hour of exit velocity. Swing,
Get over,
drive,
get over.
forget it. Long home run to right. Made the hurdler pay for that one. A 2-run blast. And they add to their lead. It's 10-0. That was a nice, patient approach in that event. He let some bad pitches go, found one he liked, and didn't miss. And that keeps the inning alive. Digging in at the plate for the Rumble Ponies, Jared Young. 0-2 now. There goes the runner. Now a flare off the bat. And there's a base hit. And now runners on the corners with 2 away. Well, I was recommending going up the middle, but the pull-happy approach worked out that time. Can't expect to get that lucky every
Now
time
batting,
up, though.
The third baseman.
And now, Jacob Reimer. Brings it in for the 3rd out. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left stranded. We head to the bottom of the 8th. The Rumble Ponies lead it 11-0. Runner at first.
Now batting,
Next up for the
catcher,
Seawolves,
Tyrone.
number 84.
Liranzo.
In the air to left. And there's a hit. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, the right fielder, Ben Malcherry.
So digging in, Ben Malcherry. The Seawolves, with plenty of ground to make up. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. Swings and flares it. And what a play! Ball game. Robinson was fantastic in the win. 5 hits, including a couple of homers. He was a difference maker for them in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win. Chris Robinson, the top prospect in the league, is ready to go. All eyes on the rising star today. Robinson will hit next. A 5-hit ball game yesterday, so we'll see if that momentum carries over to this one. Lays down a bunt. Soretti on the run, throw to first. They get the out, and that'll do it. We're in the bottom of the first.
Leading off
Stepping to the plate for Erie,
the
Austin
left
Murr.
fielder, Austin Murr.
Pitch in the dirt. We're coming right up against it with the way this rain is coming down. And if there's a lengthy delay, chances are it'll force pitching changes, which would lead to some early exits on the mound.
Ball, no. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, curveball in the dirt. I know it was a hitter's count, but no need to get so aggressive and chase something you can't do much with. Gotta do better. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the center fielder, Max Clark.
The center fielder,
Really
Max.
strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one. First pitch misses, ball 1. 1 out and the base is empty. And that's in there at the knees. And it stays fair. Man on at first. At the plate, Daniel Cabrera. Didn't play in last night's game. Had a little breather. And that one fouled off. Got him swinging. 2 away. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Chris Myers. And he has struggled this year.
Ball
Just off the
inside.
inside edge. Clark leads off of first with 2 out. He swings and fouls one off. Good pitching there, putting it a bit up and in on his hand so he can't extend for more power. Strike 2.
1-2.
Ground ball to second base. Lugo whips it to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. An inning in the books tonight, and we're scoreless here on the show. Mid-South
Leading
Electronic
off,
Credit
Golden
Union is a
Seagulls,
proud
the
sponsor of
designated
this
hitter,
broadcast.
Jake.
With only one ATM available,
Bolton.
you can be sure your PIN is secure. Join MSECU today.
Ball.
Slice down the right side. Try to get him
Ball.
chasing on the changeup.
2-1.
And that's a
Ball.
little bit high. 3-1.
3-1.
Grounder to the left side. Gets it to first. One away. And he
Batting
didn't look
sixth,
fully
the
confident
catcher,
on that swing.
Steve
Might not have
Mann.
recognized the pitch well. Hitting coach is going to want to see him commit and swing full bore instead of making weak contact. Steven Scott, batting with one down, takes a strike. Seems like that was just a good bit of framing right there. Stole a strike. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Got to 0-2 on 2 consecutive sliders, and now he can go a number of ways to finish this hitter off. Next pitch
1
misses.
ball, 2
0-1.
strikes.
That
Ball.
one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hard ground ball, base hit. So 1 on now with 1 away. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. He put a very good swing on that one. Even if he couldn't elevate it,
That's a
sent it
strike.
roaring through the infield for a knock. Nice approach. Kevin McGonigal, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Pitch is in there, and the count is 0-2. Batter
No
just
ball,
wants to get a
2
read
strikes.
on his stuff. That was a meaty pitch, but he let that one go, maybe to get the timing. Could be ready for it if he gets it again. Got it. 2 gone. 3 straight fastballs, and he gets caught looking at the 3rd one? I have no idea what went wrong for him in that AB. Now, Danny Soretti. Late swing, fouled to the left. 0-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd. And it's a blooper to left. Fair ball.
Here we go. Give me 3.
They stop the lead runner at 2nd, now 2 on with 2 outs. Next up, How You Lee. Foul ball there. On 0-1, the delivery.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss, got fooled pretty
1-2.
badly. Scott over at 2nd, Soretti on at 1st with 2 away. In the dirt, but blocked. No advance on the bases. Good job behind the dish. 2-2 now. Comes up empty, chasing that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So they strand a pair. We've played 2 innings. No score. We're back here at the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Austin Murr.
Ahoy.
Murr batting leadoff today, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2021. And that one fouled off. To the right side, Lugo whips it to 1st. 1 down. On that pitch, he
center
didn't
fielder,
recognize the
number
changeup
13,
early enough and
Max
just rolled over on it as a result.
Clark.
Now at the dish, Max Clark. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Yeah.
And that drops in for a strike. In the
Ball
dirt.
1.
Still scoreless in the bottom half of the 3rd. Fights that one off, will reset and do it again. Looked like he was a little behind on the fastball. Might have been trying to sit back for the breaking ball. Fly ball, right field. Young. 2 down. So up next,
The right
Daniel
fielder,
Cabrera
number 18,
struck out on just
Daniel
3 pitches the last time up.
Cabrera.
That's in for a strike. Swings through it. Quickly in a 2-strike count. We'll see how aggressive he is at the plate.
Ball.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. No runs, no base hits, no errors, no one left. 3 innings in the books in this one. We're all tied, 0-0. Top of the 4th inning
Leading
with the
off,
Rumble
the
Ponies at the
designated
dish.
hitter,
Chris Robinson now at the plate. Smoke to center, but this one's caught. Clearly ready to swing the bat starting off this
right
inning.
fielder,
Tough break
Jared.
with the line out, but a really
Leading
nice
off
cut.
for the Seagulls,
Digging in,
the
Chris
first
Myers.
baseman,
0 for
Chris
1, grounded out the first time around.
Myers.
No, that's a ball.
Just a hair inside, at least in the judgment of the plate umpire. If the pitcher adapts and gets a better feel for the zone, he'll be fine. Fly ball to right. And makes the simple catch. Just missed that one a bit. A half-inch closer to the sweet spot, and it might have gotten down for a hit. And here at the plate, Jake Holton, 0 for 1 so far. Late on that fastball. A little too slow on that heater. He might have been expecting something off speed.
1-1.
1 out and the base is empty. Check swing, that's a ball. I think he needs to reboot at the plate. That was nowhere close. I can't believe he even gave it a check swing. Pitch
Ball
misses. Ball 3. Pretty unusual seeing him fall behind in the count like this. He could give up his first walk here. That clips the zone. Counts full, 3-2. Punches that one away with 2 strikes. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Home team down by 1. Swings at the big bender for the K. That goes to show you the kind of confidence he has in that
Now
pitch.
batting,
Most
the
pitchers at this
catcher,
level would have gone to the
Steven
heater on 3-2. Here's the catcher, Steven Scott. Fly ball down the line. Rudin on the way over. Makes the play. That is out number 3. Offense held in check here. We've played 4 full. The Rumble Ponies out in front, 1-0. We're back here at the
Leading
ball,
off for
ready
the
to go for the
Seagulls,
last half
the
of the inning.
shortstop,
Coming up to the dish
Kevin.
for Erie, Kevin McGonigal.
McGonigal.
That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. To the right side, Lugo. Whips it to first.
He's out.
And the leadoff hitter set down in the 5th. Danny Soretti digs in now. This has been a solid outing for him, and a lot of that is because he keeps pounding the zone like he did with that low fastball. That's a very quick 0-2 on this hitter, and now you have to shift into protect mode. A lot of ways the pitcher can beat you here. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. What a take with 2 strikes. In the air to left center. It's pretty deep. Makes the grab for the 2nd out. We'll see how well the field holds up with the way the rain
Now
is coming
batting,
down.
the second
Drainage
baseman,
is a problem with some playing
Lee.
surfaces in the minors, but so far, this field is still playable. Something that bears watching, though. Lee stands in now and watches strike 1. The next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1-1-1.
Here's a high chopper, and that's foul. What a job to stifle this offense. Almost 5 full innings of shutout pitching. This one to right. And that is a foul ball. Just misses. Ball 2. And that's outside. Swing, high fly down the right field line. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that'll wrap this inning up. Continues to roll on the mound. 5 shutout innings in the books. Binghamton with the lead. Runner at first,
Now
nobody
batting,
out.
Designated hitter, Chris
Robinson, just 21 years old, and he's been red hot at the plate lately. 5 home runs in his last 10 games. Ripped into right center, should be extra bases. Round second, headed for third. Headed for the plate. Scores on that one. The tag at third, and he is
Now
out.
batting,
As he came around first, it
Jared.
looked like he'd have a good shot at 3, but
Leading off for the
superb
Seagull,
work in the outfield to
the
track
left
it
fielder,
down, then a
Austin.
great relay to get the out.
Third.
Murr in the box again, takes a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field.
I got it.
1 up, 1 down. Digging in for the
Now batting,
Seawolves,
the
Max
center
Clark.
fielder,
1
Max
for 2.
Clark.
This out to center,
Me.
racing over to make the catch. And now the right fielder,
The right
Daniel
fielder,
Cabrera,
number
0
18,
for 2 with a pair of
Daniel.
strikeouts.
Cabrera.
Hurt
The
ball.
skipper needs to settle his players down out there. They're playing tight, and it's hurting them. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. That's a good job
No
of
ball.
changing
2
speeds.
strikes.
Start with the fastball, then pull the string on the changeup. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. Make it 6 shutout frames out there now. Binghamton ahead in this game, 2-0.
Now pitching for
We're back,
Binghamton.
and a new pitcher here to start the bottom
Number
of the 7th.
31.
TJ Shook will get to
TJ
work on holding this lead.
Shook.
2 away and a runner in scoring position here.
Designated hitter,
Next up for the
Chris
Rumble Ponies, Chris
Robinson.
Robinson. Here's a laser out to left. And that'll do it. Winning run
Now
stands
batting,
at second.
second baseman, How you Lee.
Now a fly ball to right center. Pretty deep.
I got it.
Tracks it down for the out. Tags up from second, heads to third. And we got to see him turn on the jets there and motor after that
Now
ball to
batting,
track it
the
down.
left fielder,
That's always a fun kind of
Austin.
play to watch.
Murr.
1 out, and the potential
Now batting,
go-ahead run is at
designated
second.
hitter, Chris Robinson.
Dives, but it's off the glove. To first, not in time. Everyone's safe. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately.
batting,
He's a
right
threat
fielder,
every time he
Jared
steps into the box.
Young.
Kick, the pitch, runner goes. In the air to left center. Makes a nice running catch. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. So no run. Here in the 12th, the tying run in scoring position, but there are 2 outs. Got the hitter looking for the strikeout. And that's the ball game. The Rumble Ponies put an end to their 4-game slide. Robinson with a solid 2-way performance in this ball game. He took care of business out there on both sides of the ball. They'll be happy with what he gave them in this one. Chris Robinson getting locked in, leading his squad. Chris Robinson getting ready to hit. Doing a good job lately to avoid swings and misses. Looking for a hit to push the streak to 25 straight games. Now a rip into left center. And that's a base hit. Around second on the way to third. Coming to the plate. Runner scores and they have the lead. Lead runner stops at second. 2 out and a runner in scoring position. Now it's the right fielder, Jared Young. The 3-2 pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. They limit the damage here. Robinson, the next to hit. Cracked a double the first time at bat. Robinson, just 21 years old. And while he's usually in the outfield, today he's the designated hitter. This one is labeled. That one hops the wall. In safely with a double, second of the day. That makes 2 doubles for him on the day. Not a bad bit of work by the DH.
Right fielder, Jared Young.
Coming up to the dish for Binghamton, Jared Young.
Hey, I need you right now. Here we go.
Runner at second, 2 down.
Full count.
This one's in the dirt. High in the air, out to right. And that's the end of the inning. Smell like you just played extra innings? Time to clean off with Sudsy Susie's Body Wash. Now with the scent and flavor of cilantro. This one's hammered to left center. Well struck. Bangs off the wall. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. And now the right fielder, Jared Young. Runner edging away at second base, in the dirt. And he swipes third without a throw. Hit on the ground to the right side, and handles that one. On the run, spinning throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Third baseman, Jacob Ryan.
Runner at third and one gone. Digging in at the plate for the Rumble Ponies, Chris Robinson. To the left side, but it is well foul. The Rumble Ponies down by 4 runs. And we're in the top of the 8th. This one is labeled. And a base hit. Runner from third comes across. It's a 7-4 ball game. Chance at a triple. The relay to third. Not in time. He's safe. Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. That's a really clean swing he put on that ball. Met it out front and pulled it into the outfield for a line drive base hit. This next at bat is going to be critical. Now it's the right fielder, Jared Young. Out to short. Tosses to first. 2 down as the runner comes in. That's the kind of situational hitting you like to see at this level. Know the situation. Come through with the RBI ground out. Bases are empty with 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Hayden Sanger. Hit to the left side. This should be it. On to first. Ball game. Robinson played brilliantly, even if the team took the loss. Collected 3 doubles for the game. Opposing pitchers will want to take note of Chris Robinson with an incredible stretch lately. And now, Chris Robinson, coming off a good one, 4 for 4 yesterday. This ball is crushed deep to left. This one's gonna go. Made them pay for that one. A 2-run blast. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-0. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Robinson, he's already homered in this ball game.
Here we go. Need you right here.
Line drive to left field. And that'll do it. Today's action is brought to you by Ralph's Weasel Emporium. If you've got mustelids, Ralph's is a must. Line drive for a base hit. Around first and digging for second. The throw in. The tag out. I like the hustle trying to stretch the single into a double, but that time he got thrown out. So close to reaching scoring position.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Robinson. And in the first inning, he started off his day at the dish with a 2-run homer. Not a bad way to get things going. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. That's a nice swing for the automatic double there. He gets to just amble into second base and wait for his teammate to drive him in. Runner takes off for third. Swing and a ball popped up. Myers. And now 2 down. That was the one he wanted, but a little early on the swing. When that happens, if your front side flies open, you're likely to get too far under it like he did there. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And the runner takes off for third. In the dirt. Throw to third, safe by plenty. Here it comes. On the ground, right side, Leonard. Play made, that ends the inning. A double in the inning, but the runner is straight. We're back here at the ballpark, ready to get the 8th inning going. Digging in at the plate for the Rumble Ponies, Chris Robinson. That one ripped out to left. 1 down. Winning run
The
on
first
second,
baseman,
nobody
number
out.
23, Chris Myers.
Swinging a drive deep left field, pretty far back there. It's out of here. Ball game. And your final. Chris Robinson getting locked in, leading his squad in OPS this season. Top half of the
Leading off,
second from
the
Erie.
right fielder, Chris Robinson.
Here's a laser out to left. There's one down. And he may be feeling down as he heads back to the dugout, but that's a swing to be proud of. That ball was torched, even if he has nothing to show for it.
you right here. Let's
More
go.
swings like that, and left field getting pretty deep.
Go, Wall, go!
It's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. One runs in. Second run scores as well. And it's 4-2. Two down and a
Now
runner
batting,
at second
third
base.
baseman,
Jacob
Jacob
Reimer getting ready to hit.
Reimer.
Now here's the 0-2. And now the runner breaks for third. In the dirt. Throw and safe. That is a stolen base. We're here in the top half of the third. 4 runs already this inning. Swinging a high fly ball out to left. Inning over, but the damage certainly done. Man at first with one gone. Jake Holton, the next to hit. And the righty fires. Line drive out to right center for a base knock. Lead runners around second. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Smooth stroke the opposite way, just like we've been talking about, and it paid off with a base hit. That's a skill that can boost you up the ladder as a minor leaguer for sure. Swing and a drive.
Get over.
Gone! Not great command on the
Now
mound,
batting,
and with
right
a low
fielder,
90s
Chris
fastball, that's not a
Robinson.
winning formula. Full marks to the hitter. He recognized the pitch early and belted it out. And now the right fielder, Chris Robinson. And he cracked a solo homer in the 6th inning. A pivotal play in this ball game. Might be 2. Around first and heading for second. In safely with a double, second of the day. And he's clearly locked in
The
after
batter,
yet
the third
another
baseman,
hit.
Jacob
Really seeing the ball well
Reimer.
lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. 2-1 pitch. Runner takes off for third. In the dirt. And safe. That's a stolen base. Not close. One away with a runner at third. Here in the top half of the 7th.
Hey, need you right here. Let's go, kid.
Line drive. Hauls it in. 2 away. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. Leonard to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Today's game is brought to you by Mutual Consolidated Cow Insurance. If your livestock success is moving down, you need MCCI. That gets down for a base hit. Makes the turn, heads for second base. Here comes the throw. And he's out. So 2 on and
The
2
batter,
out.
the right
And
fielder,
next, the cleanup
Chris
hitter, Chris
Robinson.
Robinson. He's already homered in this ball game. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Here comes the 0-1. That one smashed to left field. Grabs it on the run. They limit the damage here. 2 outs with runners at the corners. And now it's going to be Austin Murr. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball down the line.
That's mine, that's mine.
Lugo drifts towards it. Reaches over the wall and got it. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, 2 left on base through 8 full. Runner at first with
Now
1 gone.
batting,
The catcher now at the plate.
Miranzo.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Williams tossed to second, back to first, double play, and that's the ball game. Obviously, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game.